首先浮盘哈，浮盘其实就一样的啦。夜盘打到58这个地方，五八还是五八，在这两个底面纵之间，五八也还是属于5885到5880这个位置之后，然后就上去了哈。当时我是有喊long yes，但是呢，因为我不想拿着晚上还垫着它，然后6007的时候我就跑了，就关掉了。Anyway, then now. The only target I see, if there's any, would be 6050. I saw many times saying 6092. I rethought about it. December 15th contract rollover, right? So November we have how many days? We have tomorrow. We really just have 1.5 day. 1.5 day potentially could go here, and then that'll be it. So we're gonna have, I don't know whether we are immediately gonna have the big monthly drop. But anyway, regardless whether we do or do not, um, daily time frame we printed wave five. Hourly we also not printed, but I really do think this one could be the contract rollover because SPY already did. SPY already printed on hourly, daily, weekly, and the only thing is really just a monthly pullback. So in this case, healthcare, um, home builder. I think there is some ticker cheap, like Crocs. Crocs is pretty cheap. Um, I bought a little bit, so it will retest the $90. So I acted my Crocs, and then I will reload at 90. Boeing still cheap. Semi is cheap, but if market drops, I think everything is going to drop. So in this case, I'm not really interested in too many trees at this point. And you understand why, because we could literally being trapped. So you see weekly one, two. Um, so we need to be careful, not at this point. Um, I want to say something about Tesla trees. I did go long on Tesla. Let's look at the chart. And I always say position size or we're talking about RR, right? So yesterday here, why I went long on Tesla is like look like a 30 minutes breakout, right? Did it break out? Yeah, it did. Tiny. And we were up $1. So you're as soon as price break below 347, you should take loss and exit. And if you didn't, you should take loss here. Because you are the trade you took, you are using this structure like 2-2 reversal up, but it's no longer existing. It's no longer valid. And at this point in the market, this high, and you do 10 contract without risk management, that's what do I say every day? Risk reward. You don't have a lot of reward. Why are you doing 10 contract here or 20 in that sense? And so price come here and hard rejection, right? Very hard rejection. And if you haven't taken stop loss, you should have taken stop loss here because November 29 it's just Friday. You're not gonna get back. So anyway, I just want to add that. Um, but what made Amazon a totally different story. We can look at it from large time frame. Amazon clearly has a weekly breakout, right? On daily, we've been talking about this many times. Every time we do market recap, we talk about Amazon. What did I say about Amazon last time? Amazon really just retest this breakout. And MACD is about crossover. And that's why I can put on 100 contracts and I'm not worried that I'm going to be having a big loss. It's two totally different story. And so market was really bad, like trying to scare the weekends out on this day. But as shown as you see, I don't have the volume here. Let's look at added volume. Okay. Volume. Volume color. Where are you? Volume colored. Okay, so you see this red candle has a huge volume, right? You would assume next candle will be going lower, but it didn't. It going higher. That tells me it's capitulation. And that's why I added. And today there's nothing above this price. That's why we saw a lot of Amazon 212.5 call come in. So you literally made $20 on 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days. That's huge. But you don't have that on Tesla. So we're just betting on something we see for a day scalping. And you should have a like really strict risk management. And Meta, the same thing. We can very oversold. And this red candle have huge volume, but next day it closed higher, which tells me it's also capitulation. And that's why we have an impress above all the moving averages. And on 30 minutes, clearly we did on here, right? We did on here. Clearly reversal. And that's like a $20, $30 move in 2 days. That's huge. And we have all kind of signal like that because we have signal on daily. Netflix, I only did two. Even Meta, I only did two. Because market is so high, we need to be really careful about cost, the position size. Unless you see on daily time frame, I see, okay, this is just starting. But Netflix to me is gonna make M top. Microsoft, I said on weekly is gonna get started. Is it weekly price about all the moving averages? And MACD is about to cross over. And now we did call when it was, I don't remember here or here. I think we did it here. I don't remember which day. And we had $15 move. And it's still a little bit higher to go. See here? On this kind of on daily, weekly time frame, you can do larger amount contract because making sense. But on Tesla, it's clearly not daily because we already look at the Tesla daily. V5 already printed. So only on hourly time frame, you didn't finish this move and it's not a lot of dollars, like $30. Okay, is it $30 good amount? Yes, but it didn't really participate in market rally. And that's why you need to be careful about your position size too. So there is a lot of things you have to internalize and then think logically what is making sense. It's not all things create equal. Um, so I saw a lot of Microsoft 440 puts. Um, so Microsoft really just sideways. You have a lower highs and then you have higher lows. So um, it could be 435, that's it, the high, and then market start turn down and then follow it, right? So here is your target and maybe $4 or $5 more. Um, so anyway, Google, I'm seeing maybe we see 172. I think Google is really weird. I added call 175. Maybe here, I don't remember where I put it. I want to say somewhere here. Then I added a lot more, like I'm literally having 40 contracts. And my call price doesn't move as the Google keep grinding $5, $6. Like my call really moved like 20 cents. That's not very good. But on 30 minutes time frame, I see this still have more room. And this is clearly there are a lot of buying coming in. Look at this big volume. And here there is a buying coming in. So we'll see what's happening. Okay, so that is that. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we know Bitcoin gonna drop, but I don't know why we didn't do puts. We were so busy. It took me about half an hour to finish taking profit this morning, literally speaking. I was like, by the time my head is not in the right place. Sometimes it takes a mindset. You literally have to think about it, like plan it. So for me, I didn't plan it. I didn't plan doing puts. I never thought about doing puts on MicroStrategy. Isn't weird? That should be weird, right? But I have my reasons too. First of all, coin didn't drop that much. And MicroStrategy, I mean, it really didn't drop that much considering how fast this thing can move, right? So it really hit my first demand zone here. I don't know what happened to my zone. I thought I saw, and so bounce back. That was 340. Now bounce 20 some dollars. Right now 24. Um, if you sold put, it would be perfect, but selling puts requires larger capital. That's why I didn't call out. However, I did call out 50 on this one. Uh, so now both have a little bit bounce, really, really oversold. And now Bitcoin really on daily time frame, it should drop at least below this. But now it's been riding this 30 EMA and not hit it and then come back down. So we may just gradually grinding lower. So I think we should wait at least on daily time frame, have a little bit confirmation on MicroStrategy before going long. That's the Bitcoin. Gold. Gold has been, I don't know, it's like not going anywhere because the dollar hasn't gone anywhere. If dollar doesn't go, copper doesn't go, gold doesn't go, silver doesn't go. So now it's been like just consolidating. nothing's happening. And so 10 years yield, um, really gap down. It really need to come back below 4.1 here and then come back lower. And so our TLT, TMM can go higher, but so far it dropped, but then it went back up here on daily very oversold. Could be look like I'm gonna consolidate. Could it like going a little bit higher to gap fill and then come back down? Possible. But I still believe 4.5 is the high. So fast meeting minute. I don't know how many of you guys read it. I do because what I do. So because I'm leading this Discord, I read. Otherwise, I probably don't read it either. So it did say that the labor market could become worse next year. So basically, all this labor reporting, um, Trump cannot really fire J-Paul without a cause, but he could fire him if there is a cause, right? So I can think of at least three reasons that he could be fired. What was that thing you met something like a lost 8 billion, some big amount of money? I don't know what they invested in, lost that money. In the last 15, 20 months, all the labor market report, it was shit. It always readjusts like to one direction, and that's downside, right? Huge. So I don't know what they're doing. They're paid PhD. All the PhDs get paid 200,000 a year, can't even do the simple job. That's all they do whole day long. So they should be all fired. And shouldn't be any central bank. Central bank is not even government agency. It's third party. So why are we paying all those people? I can't even do anything anyways. Okay, that's my rant of the day. That's it. So really, like PSA is one of the tickers in our like sample portfolio, right? So our entries and target will be, I think target was 430 something on the weekly time frame. However, if market start to turn back down on daily, a little bit overbought. And so if you want to take some profit, let's say take half, it's fine. And then you can add back on the half you take. Another ticker is the SPGI. Uh, the target is 550, I think, 540. We still have some $20 to go. A little bit overbought. And I wouldn't be surprised you have impulse retracement impulse and it's come back lower to 507 before the next impulse move. So it's up to you how you want to handle your portfolio. Um, I I saw another 50 million, some ridiculous amount BA. Again, BA. Um, Bullish flow, but I really 84 million. I saw as crazy as selling 200, 210 Cascure put and tons of 155 call for January 3rd, 25. I don't know what is January 3rd, 25. January 3rd, 25 have a lot of calls. So anyway, if you bought shares at low, you're perfectly fine. But I took profit on the calls. and I kept the shares. It I don't know. Can you say this is a breakout, a retest, or you say maybe that's fake breakout and it come back down? So come back down, Boeing, I think is what I see on daily. Well, one, two, three. Now at okay, so actually this is not bad. So it is at a POC. If you could get about 157, there is nothing until 167. So I still have the shares. I just took profit on the calls. So the shares, if it really come back down to 140 again, I will just add more. Lily. So Lily today went up big. On daily time frame, the trend changed. And on weekly, one, two, three, four, what? Five, right? But on monthly time frame, it has a lot of room to go. So it's up to you whether you wanted to basically one, two, three, you have a pullback and revisit somewhere 805, I thought it was what I saw. 805. OOY. Yeah, 820, 805 is what I saw. And then 821. Something like here. Okay. So it hit exactly 805 and then it may revisit the low. So what you want to do, you want to set a alert and if really come back to 700, 710, 720, you can just do a leap call, like do leap call into, I don't know, the end of 2020 or January next year, not next year, January 2026, to realize the full benefit because it's gonna be what, $1,200 a monthly time frame. I don't know. I mean, I'm not super comfortable with Lily. And there's a few reasons why. Because when Lily going up like all these crazy times, I did not trade once shares. I didn't even buy one share. And part of it, I don't believe I think it's too early to tell whether you have a really significant side effects. And I know people pushing a lot of insurance start covering it. And I did see a lot of reporting on side effects and what really have something really bad happening in the future. I think they need to have more testing on this. So anyway, I don't mind doing a little bit call here or there, but I refuse buying shares. I know it's a good company, but I just don't believe it. That's me, and you don't have to believe what I believe. And so HCA went back up. It's daily breakout. So I have a call and I have calls and shares. And target was target 420, something like that. Or let's see, HCA. So healthcare just getting started, 436. So 436, that's even better. Look how much. That's $100, guys. That's what I talk about RR. So you have to choose and pick. Like some of the things, I don't care what they do. I'm not interested. So Lily is one of the things that I do call every now and then, but I don't put money in on the shares. Okay, so Hershey did come back down, but it's not to this 166 level. So one, two, if you want to buy some Hershey just getting started, one, two, three. So it's up to you what amount of money you have. What else? So oh, you know, this NVO is up. That's part of the insurance. So I wanted ADSK cross drag W day, right? W day. So W day to, I mean, if I tell you W day will come back to 230 some, when I gave the level, you think that was too low, right? Did you guys think that was too low? When I gave like 237, literally just hit 237 and what went back up. So what I do see is really daily come back to the this area. Could it possible when market drops, this could come lower? Very, very possible. It could 220 or 200. I would just add it. I mean, this day's market, like if you drop 20%, it can get it done in a week. So you don't really have to worry about this thing is gonna like take forever to get back. I don't think that's ever a concern anymore. But however, I think W day is 1, 2, 3, 3 here. We are here. And then you have a 4. I want to say 4, maybe 270, and then come back down 5. So W day, I don't believe this one on weekly. On daily, it didn't even break the structure. So on weekly, clearly uptrend too. It come here. But if it drop below 233, that's meaning weekly trend changed. So anyway, just warn you where we are. If you loaded with me, it could come back all the way to 200. Can you hold it? If you cannot, then you should exit tomorrow. ADSK, what level did I give? Did I give? Let me check what I did. Swing, ADSK. No, where did I give? Planning? Swing? Where did I give this level? Oh, here, ADSK. ADSK 267. 267, clearly that was too low. It went to 290. 292 right now. 292 is not bad actually. And daily wave 5 up. Target going to be 326. 326, that's 10%. 326. Okay. So that it's not too bad. I mean, it's not super, super exciting because it didn't drop all that much. It dropped to 280, 283. 283 is a lot closer than my 267. It really just revisit this low, 240. See that? So I gave 267. That was too conservative. My God, what I was thinking. Because last time it dropped so big. Anyway, so if you got some, congratulations. W day cross track. What did I give cross track? 306. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too expensive for me, cross track. Yeah, daily. 290. That's not too bad actually here. 340. 340. It really just revisit here. It didn't even drop the stronger support. So I'm not interested in long-term holding. I'll wait. Dow, okay, honestly speaking, I think Dow is too expensive. Um, 125, 120 here is not super bad to go long here. Actually, it's not bad idea getting a little bit, but it dropping below 117, that's you have to take a hit. But 122 is pretty good place to add a little bit. And then it dropped more 115, 10115, and then 109, 107. I think that would be a good place. So for Dell, Dell. Okay. I'm not planning to talk more tickers since we already have the watch list from the weekend and market this high. So be fearful, even though we made a lot of money from all the calls and shares. Even Google shares went up pretty nice, and Microsoft, Amazon. But when it's getting so close to the top, just be careful. And your position size should not be the same when ES was at here. So when ES was at 58, 50, okay, you can do, I don't know, 20, 50% of your long position. But I hear like, what is your RR, right? I always think about that. What's your getting of it? That's why some like when I saw we did puts, right? We did puts on, I want to say here. And I went to, yeah, exactly, that's there. 60. And then I look at this thing reverse up, I'm like, I don't feel like doing it. So I didn't even do the call. I watched it and then I said, I'm not really interested, but I did do one NQ NDX call. I think it's here. I got in $18 and but only one position. Like when you are really that close to the high, sometimes it's really not worth the heartache or the nervousness to do like to make a couple $100. So anyway, AMD, there's nothing to talk about. I don't know why. AMD, literally, there's nothing to say. So I think it really broke this pivot point, 133, which was very close. Um, that's bad. There's no support until 120. Tesla, I think so. I think it's gonna go to 350, 370. I just showed you Tesla chart. On hourly time frame, he didn't finish the wave five, 375. So, but can I know when's getting there? Is the day, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow? No, I don't. Because so new driven, the whole reason why it dropped because the California Newsom said he exclude Tesla on the eBay credit. So that's why it dropped. If you January is fine. I have January. Yeah. I'm not saying market will like take a huge dump from here. I'm just saying when this high, your risk reward is not making any sense anymore, then sometimes just chill, chill. We had so many good trades today. Like every single trade we did, except my call was green actually. I chose not to exit 100%. I only did two contracts. Like usually I'm doing Amazon have 40 contracts. Apple has, I don't know, 30 something, Google 40. But I did only two on Meta, two on Netflix. You have to choose and pick like what time frame you're looking at entry, right? And I just spent a few minutes talk about why I did so many on Amazon and Microsoft because they are on weekly, daily time frame going up. Um, Snow, I don't really have anything else to add on snow. I think snow should be popping here. To be honest, I almost want to buy lead puts snow. I think I wouldn't be surprised if a gap fill all the way back to 140. I mean, guys, the second round I gave you guys entry 130, 120. You made so much money and just sit tight. Don't have the sticky hands. You acted, make a big good money, and then let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It will come back down to below 130 and you look at it again. Because clearly snow is not cheap. We buy things are cheap with high potential. Okay, so where do you think snow going? Snow forward P 168. I mean, seriously, 168. And it's not even making money. So anyway, Snow, you get lucky. You did really well on call shares. Let it go. There's nothing to do, or except buying puts or sell cover call. My arm is taking a beat. Like really been showing this daily wave three, but the whole semiconductor taking a big hit, even NVIDIA. So it really just in this downtrending channel. It could, can you interpret it as a bull flag? You can, but if the whole sector is bearish, it's hard to expect one ticker to go. So ARM, if you have shares, are okay. I have the call. I was like getting really hopeful here because when we entered our call, it's somewhere here, 140, 145, which is not far, but now it's coming back down. So we'll see before like whether we have Christmas rally. If we don't have year-end rally, I'm gonna cut my cut loss on the call. You can't win every trade. You can't expect say, hey, I'm following Jade and I expect every trade to be green. God can't even do it, not to mention me. I'm not God. I'm nowhere to be near to be the God. So um, every now and then we have a losing trade. It's normal. It's not something like you expect never have a loss on a trade. Then that's abnormal if that's the situation. So I want to say QMCO. So QMCO, that's why you have to run fast. On daily time frame, actually, QMCO may give us another opportunity. See this wave four, but I don't know, it didn't print wave four. So on hourly, it may, you know what, just forget it. On hourly, only one, two, three, four, five, probably gonna go back to 10. Yeah, so I was on daily because I thought, okay, four never printed. If it print the four, it should have a chance to go to five. But NNE did that. But taking a long time. Like NNE went back to the all-time high, 34, but it took a long time to get there. So a lot of us have no patience. So if really come back down to near this gap fill, you want to think about it. But this is like a, I don't know, one-time thing. Look, every time I spike and then like ding, 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 like, I don't know, 500 days. And then and ding, 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 500 days. So forget it. We got lucky today and that's it. We made our money. Let it go. Okay, so CG is daily wave five up. It's in swing channel somewhere. Target is 302. See, every trade we took, 220 to 260, already 20%, $20 more to go. And last look at the mouse. I'm still upset from missing that. What's happening? Okay. So four. Okay, it gave us another chance, but I don't want to do it. So anyway, if you got in, I have a CG shares and a call too. So I'm gonna take profit. I'll wait all the way to my target and then take profit. All right. I think that's all we have. We have a lot of tickers still, like all the watch lists I give, a lot of them are pretty cheap. Um, so for the tickers are not cheap and you want to do one or two trades, you need to position your size prop accordingly, right? You don't do every trade the same position size. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, see, Bitcoin hit this again, and what? It's gonna drop. So it's been riding this 30 EMA, and we'll wait until it's come down here for us to do anything. All right, guys. Thursday we won't do market recap. So this week we have only today. Tomorrow with no market recap. Thursday no market. Friday only half day. So our next market recap will be Sunday. Okay. All right, guys. See you tomorrow morning. Bye.